How safe is China for tourists and travelers? It's an issue being debated at the online question and answer site Quora. The users, many of them foreigners living in China, view China as safe for travelers. But what do people who have never been to China think? We asked some Americans in New York City.
Well, I think China's a great place to visit, and it's safe to be there. Absolutely. Why not? It's as safe as any other place. Why not?
I really don't have any safety concerns about China. It's a place I've always wanted to go.
I wouldn't be concerned traveling alone in China.
I don't think I have any that I can think of other than I don't speak Chinese.
So that would be your only concern?
I think so, yeah.
Every tourist and traveler I've spoken with here at Times Square said they have no qualms about visiting China. But not a single one of them has actually been there to know for sure. So I'm taking this question to a man who has been to China and knows the country well. Professor Joseph Foudy teaches economics of China and Asia at New York University Stern School of Business. Every year, he takes 200 students with him on an Asia tour. He assures me that China is the safest large country in the world.
Yeah, I think there's always some small risk of petty crime, but the risk of that to me in China is either the same or smaller than most other countries. But the real metric has to be violent crime. And for violent crime, China is just so much more safe than virtually any country we can compare it to that there's really no basis for saying it's dangerous.
One Chinese government official says the country's homicide rate in 2014 was lower than in developed countries like the U.S., Britain and France, and violent crimes are on the decline. The U.S. State Department says that China remains a safe country for most visitors. So, why the debate?
Well, I think that there are websites that love to debate things. China is obviously a constant subject, both good and bad, and so people want to sometimes exaggerate how things play out in China.
So best to go by official travel guidelines, and as Matthew Bell, expat and loving it, suggests on Quora, use common sense and everything will be fine. Li Ling Tan, CGTN, New York.